Start out with Knives Out, you know, after dealing with these fanboys out here, because they said, you done messed up our Star Wars. Rian Johnson just came in and just, you know, we were going so well that you just came in and just f***ed up Star Wars for everybody. How dare you? Rian Johnson said, shit, I'm going back to Earth.
Yeah. I'm going to do what I know how to do.
Yeah. He says, I'm going down there.
With people.
Yep. Murder people. I'm going to go do one of the things I think I know how to do best. Murder mysteries.
You all stay until the investigation is completed.
What? Can we ask why? Has something changed?
No.
No, it hasn't changed, or no, we can't ask?
Anything I can do to help?
Gee, I wonder what that is.
I know what it is. The shirt from DT Merch. Hey, Martin, nothing limes you up like that classic Black Teeth and White logo. Nothing wakes you up like the Heatherline, Martin. All these different flavors.
Wow, yeah.
Oh, get these slides, Martin, for your feet. Hey, Martin, you need some coffee. Put in that coffee cup from DT Merch right there. And you got all the other stuff in there. Gift of choice, gift certificates. Maybe he doesn't know Star Wars as well as some of you would like, but he does know murder mysteries. You know, one of the things that he did a long time ago that actually put him out there, put him on the map, was a film called Brick. Brick. And Brick, you know, and when I say he knows murder mysteries, he knows all types of murder mysteries. You know, Brick was a combination of a high school drama and film noir.
Twisted. I'm looking for Emily.
You left her?
Yeah, I did. Complicated. Everyone's got their thing.
You know, it's a really good movie, too, man. Y'all should check that out. It really does play out like a detective mystery with high school students. Sounds like Scooby-Doo when you first put it out there.
You know, I mean, it is another high school tale with no adult supervision.
No, it's almost,
which is how it works.
Yeah, it's almost like a Charlie Brown mystery.
Yeah.
You know, there's hardly any adults around. I wish they had just had like, because Joseph Gordon-Levitt is in it. I wish Joseph Gordon-Levitt had actually been talking to an adult. Ma'am, can I talk to your son? He's not home. I can wait, ma'am. You're calling the police on me? F you, ma'am. That was, you know, skewing younger. And with this, he's going more old-fashioned now.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Going straight up Agatha Christie.
Agatha Christie. You know, Murder, She Wrote. Man, I used to...
That's not Agatha Christie.
Oh, is that not? Oh, that's no. Murder on the Orient Express.
Yeah.
But you know what? I do remember he is going to the point of Murder, She Wrote. You know, he's going more old-fashioned like that. Y'all remember Murder, She Wrote? She's like, damn, I'm writing some good shit right now. Damn, this is good. We'll sell 1 million copies. Yeah, this is what Angela
pull it out. It's like, this is gibberish.
Yeah, y'all remember your grandmother used to. Yeah, this is an old-fashioned whodunit like your grandmother used to watch on something like Murder, She Wrote with Angela Lansbury right there. You know, funny thing is, with Angela Lansbury and Murder, She Wrote, honestly, that was like some Matlock shit. I didn't know anybody under the age of 70 who watched Murder, She Wrote.
Yeah. Yeah, I never watched it, but I do remember turning on an episode like toward the end, and they got the guy to confess because they had him backed up against a wall with a lion taking swipes at him. All right, yes, I killed him. You happy? They're like, see, take him away. They're like, none of that's admissible in court.
In court at all. But it makes for a good novel. Yo, sure. That's all she cared about. Somebody said they were waiting for the episode where you found out Angela Lansbury was killing everybody. Like all these people just admitting they kill people under duress or something. So like, think of an old-fashioned whodunit like that, but not for your grandmother, your grandparents, or anything like that. Now we got something with a little more edge to it. Good old, and who doesn't love a good old-fashioned whodunit? You know, whodunit out there. And that is what we have here, hopefully, with Knives Out. Knives Out is the old-fashioned whodunit, but hopefully with a little more edge for the modern audiences out there. Because, you know, sometimes, you know, whodunit might be a little too old-fashioned, might be a little hard to sell. Is that what we have here? Let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer.
Private investigator of great renown.
I read a tweet about a New Yorker article about you. You're famous.
Like with Lakeith Stanfield, like, oh, bitch, this bitch. That's kind of thing. You know what? She did it. Take her away.
I think you have something you want to tell me.
Nice cast you have here, if nothing else. Great cast. Michael Shannon, Jamie Lee Curtis, Daniel Craig, Lakeith Stanfield, what's her name? Colette.
Tony Collette.
Tony Collette.
Christopher Plummer.
Yeah, Christopher Plummer's in there, man. You know, it's a big cast that we have here, and
Star-studded.
Star-studded. Nothing but a list up in here, man. If you don't, you know, if you got a B minus, don't you can't get in here. No, you do not.
That's a velvet rope.
Nope. When we say old fashioned, you know, that's the concept here, to do a old fashioned whodunit. But really, with this, he takes the old-fashioned whodunit and actually plays a lot with the format. I mean, he turns things around from the very beginning right down to the person who was murdered. Now, it's not a spoiler here to tell you that Christopher Plummer was the one that was murdered here. They
you
tell
find
you
that out right off the bat.
Right off the bat with the trailer. And, you know, usually the way it goes in a whodunit like this, the person that's killed, the reason why that person was killed is because that person is such an asshole that everybody want to kill this motherfucker.
Right.
And even when we're watching it, we are almost suspects because we want to kill that person after seeing what they did in flashbacks. But that's not the case here. You know, actually the victim is the coolest person in the room. You know, Christopher Plummer is actually, he's cool. Everyone else around him is the asshole.
Sure.
You know,
he has something that they all want.
Yeah. Man, you know, it's funny because, you know, now Christopher Plummer here, he plays the patriarch and world famous millionaire, probably billionaire author Harlan Thrombey is what his name is. And one day he comes out and he looks at his whole family. Like I said, he's the patriarch. He looks at the whole family. He says, you know what? All y'all. I'm tired of y'all.
When I die, you are gonna get not shit.
Nothing.
Goddamn thing.
Nothing. You know, he looks at he has meetings with people.
Yeah.
you don't get shit. Next, you don't get shit. Next. Everybody think, oh, I'm gonna be different. No. You know, you don't get tuition anymore. You don't get a free ride off my brand anymore. You don't get no free money. And one dude's thinking, well, shit, I still got my money. He's like, I know you fucking around.
Come on, man. Be cool.
No, you know what? You know what really gets people? He does it with a smile.
Yes.
He pretty much tells people, he says, you know what? You're not going to get shit anymore, and I think that that's the best for you. Good day. That good day will make somebody want to kill him. When you dismiss somebody like, good day.
Wait, I said good day to you.
Good day. He just smiling. People try to, now wait a minute, hear me out. No, this is the best for everybody here. Good day. And kiss my white ass.
Yeah, he smiles in such a way where you go like, hold on.
Kiss, yeah.
Was I just fired?
Yeah.
What just happened here?
And you know that people were pissed because whoever killed him, they didn't shoot him. It wasn't like a traditional stabbing. They yanked his head back and slit his throat.
Yeah, that's personal.
Yeah. You said that's personal. That's sending a message. Rian Johnson, he knows this format well enough to know that really, the mystery, when he does it now, the mystery, and you tell me if you agree or disagree with this, because to me, I think he's smart enough, especially within an area that he knows very well, which is the mystery. He knows well enough that the actual mystery is not the most important thing.
Sure.
Because that's too formulaic now. You know, that's way too predictable. You know what? And I will tell you this. He plays around with this enough to where in the first 30 minutes, he reveals more than most whodunits would.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say what it is at all, but he's taking chances that a lot of other mysteries wouldn't, because they would be afraid to reveal a whole lot, and he's not afraid to do that.
Right. I mean, as opposed to a lot of Agatha Christie novels where everything gets revealed in the last couple chapters.
Yeah, exactly.
He drops a lot early on.
Because some people you're going to be an asshole, and you're going to walk out, well, I had this figured out. And I think that's kind of done by design. It's
I hope you're right, because normally I don't figure these things out, and because I don't want to. I just want to ride it.
Yeah.
And this was one where early on I was like, I'm pretty sure I know exactly what went down here.
Yeah, because.
And it undercut my enjoyment some.
Did it?
Yeah.
Because I still think that there are a lot of twists and turns that are happening with this. You may figure out the big motive overall. You may figure out the big motive or what they were trying to achieve. Because I did. I'm not, like I say, I'm not the smartest person at these, and I wasn't sitting up there looking. But I did. I guess I've seen enough movies to say, well, what I'm presented with right here is probably what happened.
Yeah, I'm thinking, okay, because of what I know what we've been shown, but I know what we weren't shown, so I can put together that this is what happened here.
Yeah.
This is that.
Yeah.
This person did this, and that makes this person the likely suspect. And the motives have been laid out already.
Well, see, you say that this is this person. I didn't know. Because for me, it wasn't so much the who, but the why.
Mm-hmm.
Because I couldn't tell you who, but I kind of figured out why, whoever was behind this, what they were doing. And like I say, play with the form, at least for me, they play with the format enough to where I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter that I kind of figure out the overarching motive here. I don't care about that. Because it's not about the mystery. It is this cast of shitty people. Mm-hmm. It makes them great to watch. Every time that there's an interrogation that happens, it brings a different entertaining performance. They range in intelligence when they come in, and that's what makes it kind of funny. They go anywhere from very dumb to very sharp, and they start with sharp so that we see it get dumber as it goes along.
Did you have a favorite?
You know what? I did not have a favorite, really, because they all brought their own thing. Did you?
Yeah.
Who was it?
Don Johnson.
I was going to say Don Johnson because Don Johnson is the dumbest one. And Don Johnson is very good in that role.
Maybe. I feel like maybe he's not. I felt like dumb was more Toni Collette.
You know what? Don Johnson, I don't know, man. He was kind of... No, he was dumb because they got him to do some shit. He got played plenty of times.
I mean, almost everybody gets played.
But he got played hard, man. Like he played right into somebody's hands in this.
But like he's not my favorite because I thought he was the smartest.
Why was he your favorite?
He was the most entertaining to me.
Really?
He laughed. I understood his motivations because he's the one member. He shares no blood with this family. He's in it by marriage. So for him, he's sort of an outsider looking at them.
I can see that. You know what? If I had to choose a favorite, I would probably say it was Jamie Lee Curtis.
Okay.
Because while other people are kind of being played a little bit, and they actually are not as smart as they think they are. Jamie Lee Curtis, she plays Linda, Harlan's daughter, and she's the one that's ready to go in and go toe to toe.
Right.
With Daniel Craig as Benoit. What's her name? Benoit Blanc.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, I don't get it. That's a stupid name.
And I see what you're trying to do.
She's like, I read about you, bitch. I don't care. I don't care about you.
Mr. Blanc, I know who you are. I read your profile in the New Yorker. I found it delightful.
I'm here at the behest of a client.
Who?
I'm just a simple man, ma'am.
Now I'm no big city detective.
Yeah, his old Tennessee ass detective, Tennessee Williams ass detective that comes up in here.
I cannot say. You will find me a respectful, quiet, passive observer of the truth.
So, he's a cross between. Now, if you know Agatha Christie, what is his name?
Hercule Poirot.
Hercule Poirot. He's like a cross between Hercule Poirot and a redneck. Daniel Craig jumps at the moment to play old country ass characters because he wants to play the as far as possible from James Bond as he can. He says, if I got to play some more country ass redneck backwoods. I'll as long as I ain't 007. That's how much he hates James Bond.
I'm surprised he even wore a suit.
Yeah, he come in here with just overalls on and no shoes.
No shoes. with hay between his teeth and a straw hat.
Let's solve this here mystery, mouth. God damn, he's really good in this role. He gets to actually exercise these comedic talents and timing that he doesn't get to do in a lot of other roles.
Yes, when you play a character like James Bond or Batman, it's all about that character who it doesn't matter what your acting range is. You don't get to use your skills.
No, you don't.
As long as you fit the suit and you stay in shape, you just run through the motions and collect a check. Here, with something like a real role, you get to actually use your craft.
Yeah, no, and that's great. With him talking about comedy, this is mostly a comedy that we are watching.
Oh yeah,
and watching him, like I said, it's great seeing him use his Southern charms on all these people, knowing that he's playing them, and he does work it well. And like I said, his timing is great. His comedic timing is great. The movie is very much a comedy too, man. I'm looking at some of the people that they have as characters in there. Ana de Armas.
Yeah.
To show you how much they are aware that, yeah, we are taking this kind of lightly and we're here mostly for laughs. She's a character that actually, she throws up every time she lies. She has a condition. Every time she tells a lie, she's almost shitting on herself. You hear her stomach. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if that's a real condition or not, but they do realize that it's kind of silly, and they are very aware of it. So that does give the kind of tone that the movie's going for. Although I will say that even though they play it up for laughs a lot, when they crank up the heat on this family, they get a little sinister. Things take on a darker tone, and it does have moments where it gets very tense. When it wants to feel dangerous, when it wants to feel dark, it actually has the suspense that is necessary for a murder mystery as it moves along.
Well, sure. In the setup, you go, all right, these aren't the best people, and maybe they're being judged a little harsh. But when the heat gets turned up, you go, nah, they're all shitty.
Yeah, they're all terrible people, man. Yeah. Even the ones,
the nicest ones.
Yeah, even the nicest one got a little dirt on them, man. But that, like I said, the cast is what really makes this enjoyable. Don't go in so much for the mystery itself. Go in for the performances that you see with the cast. Everyone is really great here, and I think that is what is really resonating with people when they see the film. I tell you who one of my favorite people are in the movie, besides Jamie Lee Curtis, is Chris Evans, man. Because it's really refreshing to see Chris Evans just be a complete dick, man, and it works. Thing is, I'm tired of Chris Evans, man. I'm tired about hearing about how nice he is. He's always sending out these tweets defending people. He has great politics. He played Captain America, who's all clean cut to the point where he's actually kind of Captain America in real life. Man, I'm sick of this guy.
On everybody.
Yeah, I am.
You don't like James Bond. You don't like Captain America.
Quit being so cool. Be a little shitty sometimes. And he does this. I love this. In Avengers, they talk about how he had America's ass, and here he's just America's asshole. His dude is really. He's so smug, and you got that from the trailer. But he's so smug in this. And so dismissive of everybody. And he really does play it well. He would normally be the guy that would be killed in a mystery.
Oh, let me guess.
Hey, stop. Don't even like dogs. See, that's a deal breaker for me right there.
Hugh Drysdale? Call me Ransom. It's my middle name. Only the help calls me Hugh. CSI KFC?
Like, I don't believe in police brutality, but beat that motherfucker. Just take him in back and just beat the smugness out of him. Another thing, who names their son Ransom? Like, that means you never wanted your kid.
I know.
you hope somebody was taking you wanted the cartel to take your kid from day one. Like I said, man, I think that this movie is so well put together that even with what they reveal, and even with you maybe guessing what happens with the motive early on, I think that there's enough that's being revealed as it goes along to kind of keep you guessing. I do think that the ending might be a little bit silly. It's one of those endings where and for these kind of things, all the action is done, so the character has no choice but to explain what happened. And the character, it's one of those things where I knew they did it because they did that, which led me to believe that they would do this, which led to this thing to happen right here. And it's like, just pull the mask off of Old Man Johnson at this point. Even Sherlock would be like, okay, God, slow down. Shit, this is ridiculous. You know, come on, this is just silly. Where I'm talking about, I had fun and I enjoyed the cast and everything. You sounded like you kind of predicting a few things in the movie kind of led you to not enjoy it as much as I did, maybe.
Right, and I did have fun, and it is all about the cast. I mean, it really is about the cast. You love the actors, you like watching them as these characters, and them coming on, and they aren't chewing scenery. They're just watching them interact, and it's you're right. That's the heart of the movie. That's what makes it fun. It didn't quite live up to everything I was told, and probably what could.
Yeah.
But it was also the point where I was like, you know what? I don't know if this has too many characters, but I kept feeling like they could have gone deeper with them. And then you have the two younger members of the family that they barely do anything with. Early on, I was like, I think I know what happened. And then everything went on to prove that. Now, on one hand, it proved that just because it was kind of the most logical. So I can't fault it because I do hate when a movie goes out of its way to try to throw twists at you.
Yeah.
Just for the acrobatics of it.
Yeah.
It's like, no, come on, you don't get silly with
Yeah.
this. So it does play out straight. It's still I'm seeing all this, but it's still a very fun movie. I think it's a fun, crowd pleasing movie.
Yeah. I look at this and I look at Rian Johnson, who is the director here. When he's left to his own unique vision, because he does have a unique way of telling a story. He has an unusual touch with a lot of the things that he does for the better. I look at things such as one of the things that he did after Brick, which was The Brothers Bloom.
I still haven't seen that, and I know you loved it.
Yeah, it's just something where this is a guy that's not held back. This is a project that let him do something that was a little smaller, but he got some big names to do it, and he just got to tell a story that it might succeed, it might not, because it might be a little too odd for people. But there's a guy, when he's not restrained, can actually do a lot of things that, like I always say, man, what really works in storytelling when you've seen everything out there?
Right.
What works is just sometimes the odd way an individual thinks and what they can bring to a story that we haven't seen before. Sometimes they will invent something new. And if you ever see the Brothers Bloom, you'll notice that with him.
So what kind of stuff do you do?
I collect hobbies.
Wow.
That is a heist movie, but or a con film. But he has his own unique way of telling that. Which is why probably things didn't work out for what is it, The Last Jedi? Because some people liked it, but it's like Star Wars today. People are just split. And I think it's because when you look at The Last Jedi, you didn't see that individual come out. That is a studio film.
I kept thinking that too. That's why I wasn't mad at him about The Last Jedi.
When I look at this movie right here, I think this is where he's very strong, and it shows, and it's something that I enjoyed from this filmmaker. I enjoyed Brick, Brothers Bloom I enjoyed. Looper was more of a studio film, so, it wasn't his complete vision, but it was a lot, and I even like that movie. But this here, I think we'll see how this works out, because people today are complaining about how the theater is full of reboots, remakes, reimaginings, superheroes, property adaptations, nothing original. And this isn't completely original, but it's a genre nobody's really asking for. And plus, it's something that he's cut free on to do what he thinks, what he wants to do for his story.
Right.
And so here you have something that, against what's going on right now, this is probably one of the most original things that we have. So this kind of, to me, satisfies what a lot of people have been asking for. And it just remains to be seen if people who are complaining about what I just said are actually going to go see this. I do think it's worth going to go see it. It's a lot of fun, and it's when I say fun, I mean in the best crowd pleasing kind of way. I think this, with Thanksgiving being here, it's that rare thing where, when Thanksgiving comes around, okay, what do the old people have to watch? What do the young people have to watch? What does mom have to watch? What does dad want to go see? Everybody's going their own separate ways. This is something everybody can watch.
See this.
Yeah, I give this I give this a full price.
While it wasn't one of my favorite movies of the year, it is, like you said, it's very entertaining, a good crowd pleasing movie that everybody can go see. I don't think anybody will be really disappointed with it. I give it a low full price.
Cool. All y'all can stop talking about politics and getting mad at each other and shit, and stop and go see a movie and come out and start fighting again. Right? Just done. But take a break from the fighting. Do something together just for once. Y'all can't eat together. Go watch a movie together. You'll enjoy this. You know what's great about this has. You know what this has over. You know what this has over Thanksgiving dinner or dinner at all? People have to shut the fuck up and just watch.
That's true.
Or not.
There's plenty of people who are dreading going home talking about politics.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There's some people go see this and keep talking while the movie's going. So. Yeah, y'all might want to go to the Alamo when you watch this.